physical distribution for an independent artist is next to impossible. It's very, very difficult. Distributors, physical distributors, are looking for a label or an artist that has about $1 million in sales annually and continues to produce many records. Some independent artists, like Widespread Panic is an example, do have a physical distribution deal. That's just with them because they tour massively. Distributors know they're going to be able to move this product. But for 99% of independent artists, a physical distribution deal without a label is next to impossible. So what's happened over the last few years, the online distributors have popped up, which really drops the barriers for distribution. It's an amazing thing. There are two key ones right now that exist for, very specifically for independent artists, and that's CD Baby and TuneCore. They operate a little bit differently. CD Baby takes a percentage of your every sale that they do, and TuneCore, I believe, takes a certain dollar amount per retail store, online retail store that you want the CD in. But it's amazing. They do the job of the physical distributor online. So they will get your CD on iTunes, which accounts for 70% of all digital music sold. They're moving more towards working with ringtone distributors, for example. It's just a really great way for folks, for independent bands that are out there that are gaining support to get their music worldwide. It's something that didn't exist 3 years ago. In addition to TuneCore and CD Baby, there are some higher level online distributors. I don't even know if they're higher level. They certainly take a higher percentage of your sales. IOTA is an example, and The Orchard is another example. The IOTA and The Orchard take a higher percentage of your of the cut of all the sales that they make to online retailers, because there's a marketing component to what they do. At least they say there is. Orchard has, I believe, 30 people in their marketing department. So what The Orchard would do is, or IOTA, they have, here's an example. IOTA has a password protected area on their site where tastemakers can show up. These are people that run blogs. These are writers, and IOTA provides these blogs or writers with content that is available nowhere else. So it could be the first single of a record, for example. So IOTA is saying to an independent artist or a small label, look, if you work with us as a distributor, we provide these marketing benefits and we will help to spread what's happening already for you. And for that, I think The Orchard takes right now 30%. That's their fee, which is really high. I mean, that's as high as what a physical distributor would take. So that being said, there's kind of those two different online distributors that you can work with: the completely do-it-yourself TuneCore, CD Baby, and then sort of the distributors that have a little bit of a marketing slant to them, which, by the way, will not work with all independent artists. You have to have a lot going on for IOTA or The Orchard to be working with you. They're mostly looking for smaller labels. So, and over above that, how to get people to know that you exist on iTunes, for example. It really is. A lot of it has to do with online. It's key that you're, in all of your communication out to your people, you have a link to your page on iTunes. You're letting everybody know online. It's really about building up your base and then letting your base know that this exists on iTunes. So, that's one part of it. Then there's kind of the working with third-party folks. So you're going to want to try to get your, the blogs to know that you exist. Another interesting option with online distribution is what Snowcap is doing. Snowcap allows for anybody to buy your music off of MySpace, or any other website. It could be your own website. So they have created it's a player/music store that you can put wherever you want. So it's basically trying to find your fans. It's just like physical distribution. How do you get people to Newbury Comics to buy your CD? There's a lot of different ways. You can do it with press, radio, online. But I think with, online distribution, people that are online tend to stay online. So you want to try to attack the people that are already online and try to drive them to to iTunes where your record is. So, I mean, there's a number of things. Blog visibility is a great one. You can work with other bands that are similar to yours, get visibility on their sites, get visibility in their newsletters. It's just trying. It's all about viral and spreading the word about your record. I think YouTube is a great example too. Embedding YouTube links on your own site. Having your do a down and dirty video, have it on your site. And then on your YouTube page, mention that the single's available on iTunes. It's just letting people know online in as many different ways as possible.